All right, guys, welcome to a training today on digital footprint and what that means for the contractor. So, today I'm going to go over a couple of things that are super important to the overall success for a client in the digital space. So, I think the digital space really consists of three main things: your website, your SEO, which is search engine optimization, and SEM, which is the search engine marketing / paid ad side of digital marketing. So, let's get to it. Okay. So let's start with websites in general. The main goal of a website is a couple of things. The main one, though, is conversion, meaning how easy is it for a potential customer to land on the website and then be able to navigate clearly through the steps. So, can they clearly click a book now, a call now, even like to the social channels? So, you want to make sure that that website is naturally navigatable. So if it's got a bunch of pop-ups, or you've got like a chat bot that's popping up and a coupon offer that's popping up, that experience is not great. So you really want to make sure that you can dial it back a little bit and clean that up, and really make sure that the client has a well oiled looking website that's very easy to navigate. The pretty part can come later, and we can make a lot of things pretty, but pretty doesn't sell things as far as a website's concerned. So we want to make sure that our website is performing as far as navigation, and then we'll worry about making sure that it looks on brand, updated. You're using the same editorial style guides and things like that to make it look really, really great. Okay. So websites, again, we want to make sure we have a good contact number that people can click, because remember, most people are coming from a cell phone. So you want to be able to click to schedule, click to call, all those good things that come along with engaging. At the end of the day, can the potential customer make a connection with the company? That's goal number one. Number two, let's talk about like what's hidden inside of a website, right? What's hidden inside of the website is SEO, which is search engine optimization. So if you break that acronym down, search engine. So what are some search engines, right? Google, Bing. So if you use those search engines and you start realizing and discovering what are people searching in that market, then what it does is it allows you to um, really know what words to put on your website. So it's really not that difficult to understand SEO. It is what terms are people in that market searching and in what cities. So if I want to rank for AC repair in Lufkin, I've got to have the actual word AC repair Lufkin on my website and in other places. It would be great to have that in my review responses and on social media. But SEO strategy, search engine optimization, is really mostly speaking on a website. So you want to make sure, excuse me, it's really not a boring topic, but you want to make sure that those search terms are in the wording of the website. So sometimes when you go through a website audit for a new contractor or a new company, when you look in there, you're like, why does this say air conditioner repair Diboll, Texas, when Diboll is this big? Well, it's because that's part of the SEO strategy for being relevant when people are searching. So search engine optimization is very much about, are the words that people search and the phrases that people are searching, are those same words and phrases and cities also listed on your website? That is the SEO strategy. How you measure that is you ask the digital provider that your client is using, and you say, hey, can you give me the search volume for terms related to plumbing, heating and cooling, pest control, roofing, pool companies, whatever, in that area, so that I can see where we rank accordingly? So I would say, hey, CI Web Group, can you show me where McWilliam, all of the search volume for heating and air conditioning and plumbing terms and generators in the Lufkin, Nacogdoches, and Livingston market? Can you show me the search volume? And then show me, in comparison to that, where do I rank when someone search those terms? So, for example, if someone says a plumber near me in Lufkin, Texas, and I'm not ranking until number 30, yeah, that's a problem, right? I want to be in the first few spots that Google shows up with. Okay. So, SEO, the whole entire goal of SEO is having the same words and phrases on your website, literally in the content of the website, that people are currently searching in your market. And you should grow in placement with Google every single, I'm going to say, month. you should be growing and moving up. So if you get a new contractor and you sign up and like they're ranking for AC repair Houston and they're ranking number 30, then I would ask the digital provider, how fast can we move up? Like when can we be to number 20 and then number 15 and then number 10, number 5? How long is it going to take us to get there? And have them give you an approximation. So that is SEO, right? So the next thing I'll talk to you guys about is the SEM side. So the SEM stands for search engine marketing, which that means the ads that are responding to the search that a potential consumer has put in. So AC repair. Rachel's going to now pop up on the screen here in a moment of the recording an actual screenshot of a homepage. So you can see at the top would be Google local service ads. Right underneath that should be pay-per-click ads. Underneath that is the map pack where you can also buy ads. And then underneath that is all your organic things that your website has been doing for you. So here's a pro tip. If you are getting new SEO and a new website and all of those things are new, you might have to supplement that with paid ads until your SEO has time to mature. So SEO is like a good marinade, right? You want that big slab of ribs to marinate a long time. The longer it marinates, the better that it gets, right? It's the same thing with SEO strategy. The longer you get and the more words you get in there and the longer you let it sit and the more you work on it, the better you perform. Google does give a lot of authority to the longevity of your website being up. So, the older your website is, the stronger it's going to be. So, paid ads are also responding to that same search volume. They're just showing up in a different spot. So, pay-per-click, the lemon seed way to do pay-per-click is to actually have a landing page for each pay-per-click campaign that you're running. So, if you're running a pay-per-click campaign around a tune-up or a drain clearing or a roofing special or a pest control special, it needs to land on a landing page that immediately affirms the consumer. So if I say, if I search pest control for my home in Diboll, Texas, and your offer shows up in an ad and it says, well, save $50, and I click on it and it goes to your home page, like that's confusing to me because I just want you to tell me about how I can save that $50. Really, it should go to a landing page that says, congratulations, click here to download your coupon, right? Or click here to call. Those things are important that you're matching those. And then all of those need a tracking number on that landing page and a form fill so that when people land on that landing page, literally, virtually, there's all the ways they can contact us. Click to call, schedule a call, but here's everything about what you just looked for. So that is pay-per-click. The bad thing about pay-per-click is it's pay-per-click. It is hard to track because a lot of people will click on an ad, look at what you have to offer, come back off the ad, and then land back on your website, and it just gets clunky. And so ideally you partner with a program like Searchlight or someone that has a connection to watching how people move around the internet so that we can see where the point of acquisition, pro tip, meaning that is where we gained the new customer. Exactly where did it come from? Point of acquisition means at what point did we acquire them as a new customer? So that's how paid ads work. Now, there are some paid ads that are only responsive to the search term. That can be Facebook ads, that could be pay-per-click, that is Google local service ads. So the next thing I'm going to step into is Google local service ads. So Google local service ads, also known as GLSA, those are a great lead source. And here's why. Google local service ads are directional, meaning you just have to have your profile set up correctly for Google local services inside the Google local service dashboard. So Google has a specific dashboard just for these ads. So you want to make sure that you have yourself set up on that. And you have your certificate of insurance, you have your company name filled out correctly, that you are disputing ads in the dashboard. So you're looking at people that are clicking on your ad and calling your office. The best thing about Google local services is, unlike PPC, GLSA ads, you only get charged when they are actually calling to book a lead. So PPC, they're just clickety clacking all around and costing you money. GLSA ads, when they click on those and they land on your company and they call, what that shows is an actual lead. So you only get charged when that is an actual lead. So you still have to go in there and dispute the lead if something's wrong, like they weren't in your market or something. And you have to request specific Google local service reviews through the dashboard. There are companies that manage those GLSA the correct way, meaning they listen to the calls, they score the calls, dispute the calls, they request the review. But all of those are tricky when it comes to, there's not a way to get more GLSA leads other than just making sure that your profile is optimized and that you've got money associated there. So that's GLSA, also a part of a paid ad strategy. The other paid ad strategy that you can run across sometimes are like geofencing, geo-targeting. Geofencing is literally, imagine looking through a drone down on, let's say, a stadium. You tell Google that you want to draw an imaginary line around the stadium, and anyone that drives in or out of that area, you want them to see your ad. So a lot of people will geofence, if for hiring, they'll geofence a parts house or a warehouse or competitors, and then they'll feed their own employees that they're trying to steal. They will geofence and make sure they get ads. Or you can say, you know what, everybody that's at this football game probably can use my services. So let me draw a circle around them, and then I'm going to feed them ads throughout the night or for 30 days. So those are not search responsive. Those are just what we call interrupter ads. Those are ads that just show up in different places because that person is the right person. That person meets some sort of criteria for us. So to back it up, you've got search responsive ads, meaning ads that are shown when people search for terms, those GLSA, pay-per-click, map ads. And then you've got non-search responsive ads that are just shown to people that are our ideal target market. They live in a certain neighborhood, their home is a certain age, they attended a certain event, and those are non-search responsive, meaning we just want to show those people our ad anywhere we can. So that is a new way. That's a different way of doing those things. The other thing I'll visit with you a little bit about, since we're on this, is paid social media ads. So when we say we do Facebook or we do social media for clients, we do organic social media. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that in another training. We do not do paid social media ads. And here's why. We don't want to be in the ads business. The ads business is difficult. So what we do is try to partner with them with the right vendor. The best thing to keep in mind when you're dealing with Facebook ads is you have to test things. So I always recommend that whichever vendor we're using, that we have at least $100 a day. So and Monday through Friday ads, $100 a day, right, would be $2,000 a month that we can spend in Facebook ads because we only want to run Monday through Friday. So when you run Monday through Friday for 20 days at $100 a day, you get on up there in expense, but you run like two different graphics with a few different offers in them, and you run those an A/B test until you can see which one performed the best. And then you really start, no pun intended, but kind of intended, juicing up that ad. Right. So those are paid social media ads. They also it would be great if those paid social media ads could land on a landing page on our website. We are always driving as many people as we can to our website. That is our goal. Get them to the website so that they can click and get an opportunity to lead with us. Okay. All right. That is all about digital things and how we do those.